Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be doing another World Coin half pound grab bag search with a twist. And that is that, I'm going to be looking for cool silver stuff, rare coins, all, the usual, but there's also the added component that I'll be selling the best coins that I find here tomorrow night in a Whatnot live sale. And I'm not going to have time to do a full lot viewing of all of the material that I'm going to be selling, but there's plenty of interesting world material. Well, that's not world, but we've got a 1700 silver coin there, and we've got some US over here. We've got a large copper Catherine the Great coin. We've got some other interesting jeton. We've got some ancient stuff. If we look back, there's going to be some larger, ancient silver coins of all types, and I'm really excited about that. But for now, and again, that's going to be on Whatnot. You get $15 of free credit off your first purchase, so can walk away with a $15 coin for zero plus about $4 of tracked shipping. But now it's time to get into this half pound grab bag like we always do. And again, that's tomorrow, Wednesday. I want to say that's the 26th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, let's focus on the stuff at hand though and see what we can come away with. And again, the best coins here are going to be in tomorrow night's Wednesday 9:30 p.m. sale. Like I said, we'll pour this bag out and get started here, but very excited as always to see if there's anything I can add to my collection, and some large copper coins up there certainly would tell me that that could be the case for today. But I'm going to start, and actually that looks like it's silver. Check that out. It's a Swiss coin. It says Helvetia, very similar portraiture, like reminiscent of Liberty. 1967. I'm pretty sure that that was the last time that they used silver. Maybe it was 68, but I want to say 1967, and it does just have a silver look to it. The B mint probably going to be burn, and these I believe were 83.5% silver, so a fun way to start today's hunt. Always good to get silver on the board, and we'll bounce around to a different continent. Hong Kong here, 20 cents from 1997 with an interesting ridged shape. Looks like 1982 100 won from South Korea. Always interesting, and a portrait and figure that appears on many of the South Korean coins. It's actually funny, my first coin collection that I did was currency collection, and my dad would travel around for work, and at the stop, here's a 1978 peseta. And okay, I'm going to keep telling my story after I talk about this one, which is sweet. 1921 Canadian 10 cents. It's got some interesting like toning on it, but it doesn't look uncirculated. I would probably call it more of like XF, possibly AU, but maybe a clean. I don't totally really know, but it's got a nice effect to it, and I really like the crown there. Whenever there would be a coin featuring a ruler that wasn't minted for Britain, so say it was minted in Canada, Australia, South Africa, India, under British domain, they would include the crown as a reminder that it's the crowned individual. But back to this guy, my dad would go to all these different airports, and he would check out the currency exchange, and he would say, hey, do you have any other types of currency? And often they would have the South Korean won, 1,000 won notes or something like that, which weren't too expensive, and so he would get me some of those, and it's fun to think back on when I see that coin. But anyways, 1916 Panamanian 2.5 centésimos. I'm not sure. This is a question to research. 1916, I know that there's very close linkage between the U.S. currency and that of Panama, but I don't know if it goes this far back to where, like in 1931, for example, a dime would be the same weight standard and silver purity in the U.S. and Panama, and that continues today. It's a 1-to-1 exchange rate. I don't know, because there's no 2.5 cents equivalent. This one's a really cool coin. Jorge Eleger Gaitan, 1965. Very large planchet coin, and it's a Colombian 50 centavos. Just really nice luster, and that's always fun. I've gotten in the hang of like appreciating a well-struck coin, even if it's base metal, just as is. So anyways, we'll keep on going here in the hunt. 1936 Danish 2 kroner, another larger planchet coin, but this one's a bit worn down. We've got a French coin 10 centimes from 1983, which is the newer centime. I'm going to try to see if there's any older ones. I'm not seeing any off the top of my head, but I'll bring it up later. And then I do have a fair amount of British material, and I try to sometimes get that sort of all in one fell swoop, and just so that I don't keep on picking them up. But lots of, and these are in in Britain, so they don't have the crown on them. It's just Queen Elizabeth, who, of course, rest in peace, passed away recently. Here's the 2 shillings. I want to say, what was it? I think it was 20 shillings, so this was 1/10 of a pound, which was 240 pence. 12 pence, of course, is 1 shilling. So here, again, 2 shillings, 1951. This was King George VI, who passed away in 1952. Or at least that's when the coinage stopped. And then Gordon, Jamaica, $10 from 2008. He led an uprising but was executed as a result of it. So he paid the price for, trying to improve his society. We have a nice copper halfpenny, 1943. So that's actually World War II era. From Australia, of course, featuring the Kangaroo KG, George Kruger Gray, the engraver on that. Then we have a no cash value interesting token. I don't know when this would have been dated to. If you have, I'm not going to do the research on it, but if you know, maybe leave a comment. Would be interesting to get more context on. And then, of course, we have, this is more important imagery. So this is an oak seedling. This is West Germany. So not the Eastern Bloc Soviet Germany, but the Allied Western Germany, 5, 5, and 10 pfennigs. And that seedling represented, that was a design that came out in about 1949, 1950, to show that Germany was like, they had planted a new seed. It was a new era for German regrowth and, moving on from the horrible past of World War II. This one, 1945D, it looked sort of beat up, but it's a 20 centavos coin from the Philippines, a bit corroded actually, but it should be 75% silver, though this one's definitely seen some better days, but not a bad coin. I mean, I feel like we've really hit the jackpot silver-wise today, and this one's a really cool one. The French Union, 1948, probably Pacific, and Réunion, 1 franc agricultural scene, but really nice relief. Even though it's aluminum, really light feeling coin, probably not too much, spending power, face value, still something that I'm excited about. And here we have 4 large copper coins of similar sizes. And interesting, so there's no crown on, there must be a reason. This one, of course, is British, but this one very clearly says that it's Australia. There's no crown on Kruger Gray, or on King George. Got those KG acronyms mixed up, but here we've got 1879 Alfonso, that's the Spanish king, the 12th, and I think he was, after that came Alfonso the 13th, of course, but a large 10 centimos, which was 1/10 of a Spanish peseta, and after that, we have this, which has some interesting toning, but I think that it's been certainly cleaned a little bit and then retoned or toned naturally, more likely after the cleaning. 1854 French Empire 10 centimes. And I think, maybe I'll do a little older copper lot in tomorrow night's auction, but, certainly fun. Here we see a 1928 halfpenny with King George V on it as well. But moving to a different continent, 20 centavos, Colombia again, 1959. That's fun. We've got another more modern French silver coin, 1960, with a design that had been around for a long time on the French coins and inspired, as I always say, the Walking Liberty design and the American silver eagle. Here we have 2004. Looks like an African coin. It's going to be 5 rand, so that should be South African, really cool bull. And it says SARB. I bet that's something, South African Republic Bank or something to that effect. But it should be South African. Very interesting, unless there's a different rand that I'm not aware of. We also have a 2 cents from Belgium, I want to say, and that's correct. Is that 70? I would have thought 1879, but when I'm looking at it like this, it almost looks like it's 1870, so even a little bit older than I had expected. Leopold II as the king right there, and a nice lion with what looks like a snake for a tail, or trampling the snake. So again, a little spice there on the coins. Always interesting to think through the imagery. This one probably going to be Egyptian. I would venture a guess 5 of something that's probably 1972, I want to say. 1972, maybe 5 Kirsch. Along those lines, Peruvian here, 2014, 50 centimos. And I'm Wonder what the exchange rate on that one is. Here we've got a 200 pesetas. These ones were demonetized at the end of 2021 with Juan Carlos the King at 1987. And I think that the rate there was like 166, so this is like about $1, a little over $1 of value. And I always think we should make dollar coins and actually phase out the $1 bill. I think it would save the taxpayer some money. So curious what you think. 25 centavos from Peru, 1974, though I think, interesting when you see centimos, that means that there's probably a currency restructuring and a crisis of the Peruvian monetary system. Taiwanese $1 new dollar. We've also got some other smaller coins here. This one looks like a Barbados or Bermuda, 1970. Yeah, Bermuda, 1 cent. We've got an older J Mint 1912 1 Pfennig from Germany. And then lastly, an Australian 1970 penny. They phased their penny out as well, sort of in cost-cutting measures. And then 1936, 10 cents from the Netherlands. This should be 64% or 72% silver. I'll update you, but Wilhelmina, very long reigning. And I don't know if maybe they just name all of their kings and rulers, Wilhelm. Or I think there was a Juliana in there, actually. But I know that there was like Willem III in 1850 or something. So that's just fun to see that continuity, even across genders, of the names for the Dutch royals. But 1942D, really spectacular World War II coin that was minted in the States in sterling silver with King George VI on it. That was yet another one of the ways that we provided assistance as Americans to the rest of the world during World War II. We produced coins for countries. Coins are important to the function of commerce. So this is another one of those. And again, all stuff that's going to be available for sale tomorrow. I don't think any of this stuff is like, I've never seen it before, so it will be up for sale. But here we have a 1969 Ecuador 20 centavos, 1975 1 franc, and then a 5 Pfennig German coin and a Netherlands Antilles 25 cents from 1971. So anyways, smaller silver, which is still interesting, and then some larger clad coins are going to form the probably lower end of the value in terms of what's going to be selling tomorrow. I can try to do, again, as fast of a lot viewing as I can, but, large Sestertius coin. We got some nice condition ancient silver, Judean, Ottoman, and Persian coin. Over here in the U.S. category, we got a few $50, but going to add a lot to this. I want to say that looks like it's from Kutch, maybe, and then that almost looks like a Bohemond denier. I was putting this auction together a little while ago and then didn't get around to it until recently, but Italian States silver hammered stuff, nice 1909 quarter, all sorts of stuff. Again, going to add more to it, but get ready for all the fun auctions. Get ready for more world coin searches coming soon, and I'll see you on those when those happen. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to visit our website, treasuretown.com, to stay up to date on everything going on the channel and possibly get some great deals on coins and collectibles. We look forward to seeing you on our future videos, and best wishes until then.